Welcome everybody to another awesome podcast with Nitro RC Talk. So, let's start off by, don't forget to go to Facebook and go to the search engine and type in Nitro space RC space trucks and like the page and give me some opinions and questions that should be asked on the podcast. Let's start off with the Traxxas Revo. So one of the things I liked, it was okay. I liked the Platinum, but personally, that would be awesome. Is for Traxxas to get up there and with the buggy or truggy / stadium truck area, because they don't really have buggies. Off subject. But anyways, let's start with the Losi 810. Losi 810 is a 8 scale buggy on a 10 scale platform. It's basically a 10T but 8 scale. It's the same platform as a 10T except without using the raw system, and which stands for radio operated something starter. It gets great fuel economy if tuned properly. Otherwise, you're going to be going through a little bit of fuel. It can run 20 to 25 minutes on one tank of fuel, which is amazing for a small block that only has an 82cc fuel tank. They upped it from those cheap 75cc fuel tanks, which I liked a lot. So, don't get me wrong. So, the disadvantage was a small fuel tank. If they would have put up a smaller or bigger fuel tank in, they would have did great. It would have worked perfectly fine. I didn't like it because it didn't. If I was out to race, when I go out to race with it, I tend to run out of fuel very easily because I'll tune it really well, and then it's a different day of the week, and it's a different climate, it's a different way of running and tuning it is a lot harder. So with only like a couple minutes to tune properly right before the race, it definitely gets tricky. So, so it being a small block, it heats up easier for me. So I thought that was good. Radio is Spectrum. I love that it's a Spectrum DSM radio. 2.4 gigahertz. I wish they would have took the Spectrum DX something and put it on the Losi 810, because it would have done a lot better. The 10T probably should have just been a remote start and a just a standard 2.4 gigahertz radio, in my opinion. Of course, it has to be Spectrum. Spectrum receiver does come with this failsafe, I do believe. It didn't on mine, but I do believe the 10T did come with one, just because the radio system and whatnot. It's a 3.4 engine, so it definitely has a little bit more than the Traxxas Revo, knowing it being a 3.3 and not a 3.4, which I truly do dig that, because the power you get out of that compared to the Revo is a lot better, in my opinion. But if somebody has a lot of hop-ups and you're running a stock 810, you're definitely gonna get your ass beat, no doubt about it. And also it's an 810 scale, so you can't go race it. They don't have Nitro 10 scale races, which I was kind of bummed out when I first got into the hobby. Great tires. I liked the compound. It was a kind of a medium compound for me. or I was either medium or hard. I can't remember. Last time I raced was a long time ago. I no longer have the 810, so I'm crying about that right now inside. Two shoe clutch should have been 3. Is it 2 shoe and not 3? It kind of made it didn't work out with the ratio of the car or the buggy. It really didn't. I mean, you should just switch to 3. It would have been a lot more power and whatnot. So that's a downer for it. Shocks were. It was a small shock. It was a 12 millimeter shock. I think they should have gone with big bore shocks and left it at that, and did that. It wasn't. It's not. What I don't get is why you would put a non-standard clutch bell. I mean, you have to, it's a custom clutch bell. I mean, so you're obviously losing right there. It's because you have to order in the part, and it's kind of weird to make, and yeah. So it needs horsepower. It personally needs horsepower. It doesn't have a lot of power behind it for it competing with the Kyosho's, the low C8Ts, the low C8s, the Mugans, all those. It does not do very well with. I didn't like the fact that it was a pull start. 8 scale racer, it should never been a pull start. A racer, it should either been a bump start or a roto start. I mean, preferably, it should have been a bump start. But that's on them and not me. So let's move over to the Traxxas Revo. Oh, and don't forget, low C does have great tune pipes. So if you got a Traxxas Revo, switch to the low C tune pipe. But Traxxas does have great tune pipes. The shocks aren't that great. Good. It would be good if they would have put 2 big bores in the Revo on all 4 sides. Kind of like they did their T-Max, because it's just a big thing, and when you hit the ramp on that and you plop down on it, it stings really bad. But anyways, Traxxas is the king of RTRs. First, definitely gotta give them props for including extras, parts that normally would fail. So they know it's gonna fail. They're gonna give you parts for it. A good engine and electronic warranty, and they definitely stepped up their game since about 3 years ago. They definitely stepped it up. So I gotta give Traxxas props for that. But it does need RPM thick arms. The arms are a little bit too thin and tend to crack very easy on just like if you hit, let's say you have a rock. It's not a big rock, but it's enough to touch the arm, and you're going almost as fast as the Traxxas Revo can go. You're hitting it pretty hard, and it's gonna shatter. I had a friend who hit it so hard that it bent the transmission. It completely stopped it, locked up all the wheels, bent it, or not bent it, but twisted it, kind of like a Twizzler. Did that, and then it did not clear 1 A-arm, it cleared 2. It hit, okay, so basically what the rock did is it was in the ground, but it was enough out of the ground to hit the A-arm. It hit 1 A-arm, and then the back end of the Revo came crashing into it and just snapped both of them. So I would recommend getting the bigger ones that are more flexible from RPM. No diss on them, but they got some pretty crappy A-arms. Change the shocks, get better shocks, and the tower. So, I mean, the positive thing about the tower is it's thick. I'm not gonna lie, it's thick. but get a thinner but more durable shock tower. The chassis is low, which I gotta give him props for that, for thinking of like a speeder. So something that's they know that's gonna go fast in the first place. So gotta give him props for that. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in on Cooking Nitro this week, and because I'll be on it. So and also go like our Facebook page at Nitro RC Trucks on Facebook. Don't forget to go to the website www.nitrorctrucks.webs.com. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the reviews podcast. And also, we'll do a subject on what is your favorite Halloween costume. I don't remember. On Squirrel, I said it was a butterfly costume. I did enjoy that one. My cousin dared us to, and made us put on but basically what we did was, they got guy costumes, we got girl costumes. I got the pretty pink purple butterfly. I would not lie, I was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty. So that's pretty sexy for all you ladies out there that, you know, want a butterfly for a boyfriend or a husband. So, you know, just gotta rock them butterfly wings. So yeah, it was kind of funny seeing all the girls watch or wear all the guys' costumes, and the guys just looked ridiculous. We looked completely ridiculous. So in the future, never do that ever. So yeah. What is your favorite costume? What was the best costume you ever made, or that you made handmade, or that you bought from the store, or that your friend gave you? So I personally thought that the butterfly was pretty cool, but then I thought of the riding, the what are they called? The Four Horsemen. Me and my friend did it was me and 3 other friends who did that, and we had ponies, and we were really young. We did that, and we scared a lot of people. I thought it was hilarious. I'll have to find a picture of it for you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. Hopefully this podcast will be up before tomorrow. Trick or treat. Listen to it before trick or treat. And also, guys, be safe. Stick with friends. Stick with family. Don't go out wandering outside by yourself, especially at people who have it in nighttime. That, you know, it varies between the cities, but stay safe, guys. Don't forget, don't eat too much candy, and then throw the rest away. Eat as much as you want during that one night and the next day, but next day, go throw it away. You can get candy at a store, but don't use the Halloween candy, because you're going to be constantly eating it throughout the month. So I suggest that if you don't want cavities, eat it as much as you want one day, but throw the rest away the next. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe on Halloween. Trick or treat. More trick and more treat. So don't be like trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something to eat. That does not work whatsoever. Just a quick tip. So thanks for watching, guys.